What's up, party peoples? It's your boy Rennie Ren, and tonight we're gonna get back into some Madden 23. Without further ado, let's do the damn things, peoples. Alright. Gonna go random, gonna press down. Yeah, we're gonna be playing the Chiefs. The Kansas City Chiefs, that is. Yeah, we're gonna keep it 4 minutes because it's late, it's getting late. So what's your party people's been up to? Let me know down in the comments. Why you in the area? Drop a like, hit that subscribe button, and you know the deal. Hit that like button as well.
Today, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, this is the National Football League.
Yeah, we don't got time to be watching the entrance.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. Taking it about the one. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Yeah, but I've just been chilling on my side, working. Taking it easy from time to time.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. Finding room in midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A good pickup of 38.
But Parker's pretty simple. One thing you don't want to see defensively, on the very first snap of the game, some guy running free like we just saw there.
That's right.
A start for this offense, no doubt. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Jones. Completes this again to Shepard. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They go right back to it for 20 and a first. So we just called his name on the previous snap, and they go right back to him, Charles, for a second consecutive completion.
Yeah, I think what we're discovering on this drive is that he feels like he has answers no matter what defense you throw up there. He reads it, finds the open spot, and is available for the completion.
And they got it inside the 10 and the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's right.
Plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it,
Yeah, I need some competition.
he's one of the better backs in
I
the
think I'm
league.
gonna go play online the next time.
The idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
So
It's
three
definitely a
plays
long
already
afternoon.
First and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll try and run forward Barkley. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up a 3.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Saquon Barkley, 1-5 here touchdown run. And the Giants get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And they do exactly what they wanted to. Opening drive, they get into the end zone. They do it on the ground.
And not only is the person lugging the ball happy, of course, because he got it into the end zone. How about the offensive linemen and receivers who are blocking for him? They have to feel great about themselves.
That's right, they should. They should be proud of themselves.
And it's now a 7-0 game. Now, following the touchdown, here to kick it away. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start.
Come on, really?
The KC offense set to go, led as always by the gunslinger, a former MVP in this league. It's Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes, huh?
He's the gold standard for quarterbacks.
Let's see what the coach got to say.
Because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
On first down, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Let's see.
Now here's Mahomes. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau beat the O-line and recorded the sack. We were wondering what they would do defensively to disrupt Patrick Mahomes. Sacking him on the first drive, that's a really good way to set a tone.
The last thing you want to do is let him get established in the pocket where he can set his feet and throw wherever he wants to. Even though he does it well on the run and on the move, you definitely want to get him off the spot in the pocket.
That's right.
So give him 5 yards.
What's up, Juicy?
The
cat's in the room with me.
3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Gonna need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
They won't get it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marcus
What?
Valdez-Scantling. And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Smith gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
Now that was a passer's nightmare.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Totally shut down by the defense. They kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Caught Kelce, left side. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him. They tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense Giants got the stop, CD, and you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. After watching him drop that slant, I can hear my old coach's voice ringing in my ears right now. You can't run with the ball until you catch it. Trying to get those rack yards before he secured it.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Throwing Jones. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well, think I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? He's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
With his size, it often takes more than one guy to get him down, but if you can at least slow him up and the reinforcements arrive, you have a chance to get him on the ground, and that they did that time for a loss.
Back at the 5-yard line now, second and goal. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's going to pull his way into the end zone for the Giants touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Cano now to add the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it's capped off by a touchdown run from Saquon Barkley. Cano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And it'll come out to 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Chiefs going to go back on offense here late in this first half. Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here, but with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to don't smoke in the bandit lair. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there, but they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed the receivers to run free, and there's another example, another incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So from the 36
Juicy.
now, 1st and 10. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Looking to throw, it's Mahomes. Being chased out left. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They have 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw. Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing now is Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from 44 yards out. Bucker's kick here is good, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Now maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least that's something to quote-unquote hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. There's Jones. A final shot before break. Out to the right here to Shepard. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with a pullback. Came a little abruptly here. Still working on my Apple up in the booth. Hang on here. Let me spit this out. We get to the 3rd quarter now. It'll be the Chiefs football to begin quarter number 3, and they trail here as we are back underway now on EA Sports. It was solid on the field goal, but not as solid on the kickoff there. And that'll put him at the 40-yard line to start this drive. We don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, but that's a costly miss hit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Dexter Lawrence finding his way through defensively for the stop.
I did that for a reason.
2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Here's Mahomes to throw. Quick slant to Valdez-Scantling.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Mahomes now to throw. Throw right side, taken in by the tight end Gray. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yards to pick up the first down. Now to be 4th and short.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. Could not have thrown that out there any better. When the ball hit the ground, I thought it might go into the end zone the way it was angling, but perfectly jutting out at the 1.
You think maybe what we saw in practice came into play there? You know, he put those big cans down on the sideline and then angled for him and shot for him. Looks like it worked out pretty well for him, too.
To throw from his end zone, Jones. They'll get this into the hands of Burita. And they work this out past the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
They were wrapped up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call the offensive coordinator had in his hand. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Throwing on 1st down, Jones. It's hauled in by Shepard. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule.
Ah.
Throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
That'll be complete to Breda. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 41-yard line. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be. 3rd quarter from MetLife Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
We see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up 4th down. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there. What's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! Daniel Bellinger from 3 yards out. And the Giants go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. I heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs, and if the drive ends at 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position past the 40-yard line. So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick return, I suppose, but you are giving up.
Damn, I fucked up something.
That's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Now the throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete.
I wasn't paying attention right there.
42-yard line. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback. Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know when this is
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. That's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Tying down this big in the fourth
It's
quarter.
an afternoon to forget, absolutely. A look at Sterling Shepard as he and this offense get set to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Jones now. Following a fumble recovery, he'll throw. And now he'll fire deep downfield for James. And they got this down to about the 12-yard line.
In this passing game, they've been a well-oiled machine throughout. And actually saw a few guys on the sidelines at the end of the third quarter doing the old hold up four fingers college sign, meaning the fourth quarter is ours. And they certainly weren't.
That's right, the fourth is ours.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now he finds Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. He's got them out to a 3-score lead here in the fourth quarter. After that one, CD, he looked right off the line like he knew that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's missed so far. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Juicy, no, you ain't going back outside.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Oh, mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
They ain't gonna win this game
There
anyway.
as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a miss hit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman. And they're going to get this up to midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Juicy now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Mahomes finding Hardman here over the middle. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. Mahomes now on first down. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now you got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. From the 27, Mahomes. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back in the 32. Going to need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Complete the tight end Kelsey. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Finally, Chiefs.
32 yards. And the Chiefs are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he'll get in for the score. And that's going to cut the lead down to 13. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion.
And we got an onside kick, I see.
Because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Juicy now.
They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
Yeah, most definitely.
New York set to take the field. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Shepard deep. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
And that's complete to Shepard. Touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. And this win now going to look a little more lopsided on the scoreboard, CD. Now, some may have run out the clock in that scenario, but they wanted to put their foot on the gas, get one more touchdown, and they did just that.
Well, Gardner, I would say the traditionalists not overly excited about that score. They'd like to see the game played a little bit differently. But what you can't argue with is their execution of that play, because it played out exactly as it would.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
to admit I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number one, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number two, if you are going to go for two, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And trouble there on the kickoff as that goes out of bounds. They'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Protection's certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes, and his throw's going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to know the taunting rule, but I'm guaranteed quietly he's told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Lawrence Cager, 40 yards. And the Giants up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Well, he has been fun to watch throwing the football this way. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but we're feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack the defense and take them out of the game.
And one of the whistles for a timeout. So they'll stop the clock here in a game that's been decided in the closing seconds. Gano for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it.
That track pressing the ball.
Another not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with a big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Let me just go ahead and finish the game real quick. Here we go.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This is just
I'm telling you, if I get a fumble,
even bother running a play here offensively.
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Now, one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
Alright, party peoples, that's the end of the gameplay. Catch you on the flip side. Later dates, always.